You should see this spread. Lots of food. We want you to know, we want to carve calories out of your Thanksgiving meal. Be able to eat a lot that you want, but maybe save a few calories. And registered dietitian Nessa Chumley is here to tell us how to do that. So glad to have you back.
Thank
and happy
you.
Thanksgiving
Thanks,
early.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You're welcome. Let's talk about this kind of overall, though. We don't have to skimp on taste. A lot of times people think that. They're like, I want to put the real stuff in, but you don't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not getting over full one day of the year isn't a big deal. It's getting Thanksgiving full every other day of the year. Okay. But so we've got some tips and tricks, starting with some recipe swappers is what I call them, because not all of us are going to make a complete new recipe. So these are just easy ingredients that you can swap out. For example, I love this one, Brummel and Brown spread. I don't know if you use that. Instead of using butter, it's got yogurt in it. It's delicious.
Okay. I do this a lot with the mayonnaise and the, you know,
the light mayonnaise
or a
instead of
Miracle Whip
regular.
or something.
Yes, you can't even tell the difference.
Sour cream versus...
Instead of sour cream, use Greek yogurt. You're getting a lot more protein. It leads a double life of sour cream. Easily swap it out.
Down on the bottom?
Yes, and then there's regular cream cheese. Instead of using that, use the third less fat cream cheese. Everything's going to taste exactly the same, so you can really count on that.
And you can't, that texture or anything, but at first you're thinking, am I going to be able to taste the difference? No.
You're not, yes, and nobody's going to know.
What did you bring, my friend?
Well, when it comes to Thanksgiving itself,
this looks good.
Turkey, there's really a lot of good food. Sweet potatoes, green beans, apples, cranberry, those are all really good things for us. White meat turkey is the best lean protein there is, so fill up on that.
Start with the protein, start with the meat.
Start with the protein, and then instead of getting the cranberry jelly in the can, make your own. It looks really good. Fabulous. Cranberries are super high in antioxidants.
What do you have in here? Just the cranberries?
Cranberries, some orange zest. You can put some ginger in there and cinnamon.
I smell it.
And Splenda, and it's so yummy and very easy to make. You're going to save 5 teaspoons of sugar per serving if you make your own versus.
And I know these recipes are going to be on our website.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about the potatoes.
Well, if you roast potatoes instead of doing them mashed with all the butter and everything in them, you're going to save about 200 calories per serving. Very easy. They're beautiful roasted, and just put some Thanksgiving herbs with them: sage, rosemary.
How do you season yours?
I put a little bit of olive oil or cooking spray, and then I just use salt, sage, and rosemary. They are fabulous.
Delicious. And then?
And these roasted, they're roasted harvest vegetables. They're from Whole Foods, and they are some of the best roasted vegetables I've ever tasted. So you can stop by their deli and pick those up. And stuffing, a lot of people don't know that can actually be really good for you. You make your own, use whole grain bread, lots of veggies.
That's the key, whole grain bread, maybe not the white bread.
Yes.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, and you can use those, make those using your Brummel and Brown spread and evaporated milk.
This is
a little honey.
The first thing I walked up to, and I'm like, look how chunky and delicious this looks.
This is so good. This is my recipe of maple apple crisp. Most apple pies are going to have 330 calories. This one has 120 per serving.
The smell on that.
It's so yummy.
We're talking about all this food, and I know you want to talk about Give Back Friday. We only have a few seconds.
Yes.
So what is
that?
So
instead of Black Friday, let's do Give Back Friday. Dayspring Homeless Shelter downtown needs our help. So Thanksgiving morning, take your kids down there, take any unopened, boxed, or fresh items, and they can take them, and they've got several kids there that need our help.
We were just talking earlier this morning with Dr. Sipes about how to make sure our kids know really the meaning about Thanksgiving. A great way to do it. Anessa, as always, thank you. You can find these recipes and more information on Anessa at fox59.com. Jim O'Brien, how's the weather looking?
Looks pretty good for today, Angela. Short work week. A lot of people heading back to work for today. Hopefully,